Is everybody ready for a nice little Thursday? I'm ready for some trading. Wow, we had a nice little day yesterday. We're going to talk a little bit about them as we usually do. But a couple of nice little stocks that are moving this morning. We got this BVXV. We got a little crapped out on this NKLA. We all know about NKLA doing pretty well, but there's a couple other ones big. I saw a big iceberg order that just came out, and I'm not talking about big like, and just watching this stock right here. And ALLG, we all know that one from yesterday. We're going to talk a little bit about that one too. Oops. All right. So everybody got everything going? Good, good. Audio should be fine now. All right, good. All right, everybody. So let's go do some shopping right now and see what's going on regarding about the market. The market right now is up about 119 points. I'll tell you, it's been flat. I mean, we had a nice little rally going on just a little bit, last couple of days, got a nice bounce, give or take about 1,500 points. But if you're looking at this trend, we're making lower lows. So we'll see where this ends up. And then we'll hopefully don't break these new lows here. But listen, you got to be day trading because it's going to get you prepared for what's going to happen as a swing trade. Once again, right now you have the summit that's going on with NATO summit right now. Who knows what they're going to plan on sanctions and stuff like that. But we got to keep an eye on that. And who knows what Russia's going to do. But let's talk about what we traded yesterday, because there were a couple of good stocks that we did really, really well. I started down. I was negative yesterday. I'd actually made it back. I traded. I don't know. Sometimes I feel when I trade too many shares of a stock, and I only do that when I trade like something that has a very, very tight spread or something like that. But you got to remember there were a couple of stocks out there. We'll talk about them. But I made a big comeback on one stock. We'll talk a little bit about it because we know all very well about what stock I'm going to talk about because they've been on the big move for the last couple of days. But start off with this SELZ trade right here. We had a nice little pop in pre-market, Fausto flags, gorgeous one right here. I mean, this was like taking candy from a little kid. And all of a sudden it was just prepared. 313, boom, all the way up to about 380. Nice little trend right there. Everyone should have got out right around 350 on that trade. That one did well. IMPP was another one. Going into the afternoon hours, very cheap little stock right here. This one ran from like $1.50 all the way up to $2.25. And what do we know? It's a petroleum stock. So that was another nice little shake right around here around 3 o'clock, and then just made a really nice push all the way to the close. This one you could have traded several thousand shares of it, so it would have been would have been a nice little move. Cheap little stock. I know a lot of you guys did well with that one. And the ALLG, which is going back on the watch list again, that one also. This thing was just off the charts yesterday. This thing was phenomenal. So right around 10 o'clock, we had this really big push. It got halted. I got locked out a couple of times. She's moving pretty damn strong right now. I want to bring up level 4 and just show you what's going on. You see all these orders getting knocked out. It was a big iceberg order right around here, around 20, and it was hovering there for about the last 15 minutes to 10 minutes. Busted through it, took that big order out there, and then look at it. Now it's getting a nice little push. Just ran from another $1.20, and you can see it right here. It's got resistance levels. Let me see if there's any orders out there. Yeah, there's a little bit of an iceberg order right now at $23. So let me just show it to you. Got to follow the money, fellow traders. Got to know where the institutions are. You got to know where the iceberg orders are. You got to know where the algorithms are. That's what we're looking for. So that's where resistance. But she's going back on the watch list again. The stock that did really well yesterday, that we all did well, and the stock saved me at the end. AMC, what the hell happened? This thing has been on a tear. I mean, let's just bring it back 2 days. Look at this thing. We're talking about $15, and then the day before it ran from 16 all the way up to about 18, and then yesterday it kind of did a little bit of a shake right here around 19. Damn thing ran all the way to $22. I got out, believe it or not. I sold it right at 21. Was it 77? I think I remember. I think it was this push right here. I got it right at the highs and it came right back down. But I got this nice little rally right here and kind of made my day right there. But that, I'm not a fan trading after 11 o'clock, but you know what? I see everyone in the chat room, the trading room, kept talking about AMC, 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 and GameStop, which we all know trades side by side, but you're talking about a $145 stock versus the other one was in the in the $20 price range. So anyway, nice little day yesterday on these couple of stocks, but really a lot better on the AMC and obviously on the ALLG. So now what's moving today? Let's go to a couple of stocks that made our watch list. I want to start off with the BVXV. So this stock right here got a really nice push. You could see right here around 8:15, it ran for about $1.60, all the way about 2:30, which is a pretty substantial run for pre-market. But she's starting to make lower lows. So she's starting to make lower lows right here, which I'm not a fan of, and I'll tell you why. These guys showed up right around here for 50,000, 56,000. So that was the reason why. You could see these guys are out there, but there are some support levels. This guy just pulled his order, which is not really good. He was out there. Got about 12,000, 14,000, to about 30,000, just pulled his order. So I might get a change of heart right here on the stock looking at it. So, but $2 is a pretty decent support. That's where that guy was. He pulled his order. Listen, just because you see support in the past is not indicative of the future. And Josh been talking about that in class this week. All you students that are part of Cyber University. But you got to. Actually, he's going to spend more time even talking about it next week when you start talking about phase 2. Got to have a game plan. And for some of you out there on YouTube, Facebook Live, sometimes you guys are out there learning and think like, oh, well, support. We're coming up to support. Yeah, you cannot have support unless those buyers are out there in the future. So if you're not watching them, you're trading blind. All right, that's how I was trained. That's how Wall Street market makers are trained. And that's basically how you need to be trained, okay? You want to be competitive, you got to be able to follow the money. Another stock that made the watch list, but she crapped out too, was NKLA. NKLA had a really nice push around 7 o'clock this morning, and then she had this little bit of a move here at 8, and she's kind of like dying. And you know what? It's pretty self-explanatory. Again, you could see the big orders out here showed up around 11. You could see that big little red line. You got 9,000, you got 10,000, you have this guy right here at $10, 17,000. It looks like he just lowered his position. It looks like there was about close to 30 there. So look at it. More you zoom in, you could see the orders out there. So it's kind of self-explanatory why you should have got out right around there. And guess what? If you got suckered in and hold in at 11, you're not looking too good right now. Anyway, even that long-term chart back in December and January, you had resistance levels there. But she's got volume, 6 million shares in pre-market, pretty big. And let's go hop over to the stock BIG. Now, a lot of you remember BIG. We traded the stock back in August. It ran from $2.50 to $12. It was a great day trade. It was a great short-term swing trade, which once again, I always tell you, you want to be a swing trader, you damn well need to know how to be a good day trader first, because that's what trickles into a swing trade. So BIG did really, really well. She's moving pretty nicely. She's got resistance levels right around here, around 350. And you can see right here that these guys start showing up. There was a big, big iceberg. Well, look at this order right there. Do you guys see that? Everyone see that order? There was a 319,000 share seller out there, okay? Now he lowered it to about 39,000, but that's 319,000. If you didn't see that order, okay, guess what? You go from 340, now you're hovering around 324. You just blew up and threw all that money away. That was a gorgeous, gorgeous iceberg order out there. And if you didn't see that, and we see that all the time in the market. There was a couple of trades that saved my ass last week. I was trading it, and we were trading in the market, and as things were going up, all of a sudden this big iceberg order that says, "Crap, that I'm not screwing around with, with a 300. I'm not going to compete against a 313,000 share seller. Good luck with that." Boom, thing came crashing down. And I was literally about 10 seconds away from having a really nice winner that had them making it, technically into a flat, because that's where it came down to. Another stock, these are stocks that go on the B list. So we know ALG because the only reason why the stock is extremely volatile. You saw how we traded it yesterday. You saw what happened, how volatile it became. Be very, very careful at AGGL. Uber also shockingly made my watch list. Haven't traded Uber in a long time. I got out of the swing trade on that, but she looks like she came out with some good news, and she's hovering here pretty well, up 5%. A little bit more expensive. It's got resistance levels right around here, around 35. So Uber, you remember, it is kind of a little bit a tough stock to trade. NEO has been doing really well for us. I know Josh has been having fun trading that stock every day. Some of you out there have been trading it. It's been also a very good short because it's got good volatility on it, like AMC. But she's also, I mean, she's only up about 2.4%, but she's been fun. The Chinese stocks we've been doing pretty well with. Now, as I was working down the list, there was some stocks that you may have found that I did not like. Like there was a stock like MFH. It's up about 48%. It's up $1, but you could see it's been downtrending. So, just because you found it and says, oh, what about this stock? Because they're talking about, yeah, but you missed it. It was at $7. Thing got destroyed. Okay, it's coming down to hit a major resistance levels. It happened around 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been seeing this a lot lately. And it's not about what happened at 4 o'clock. It's what's happening right now. So there's a lot of them that I kind of eliminated, like Hook. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw Hook on the B list. It looks like she's just starting to pick up some momentum. HOOK, pharmaceutical, a pharma stock. But, cheap little stocks got good spread. I'll see how she opens up. But that and that pretty much does it with our watch list. Anything I'm missing, I did not call out. Anybody on YouTube, Facebook, anyone in the Cyber Group room? Anything we're missing? Listen, it's Thursday. Thursdays are always a very good day to trade. Remember, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Friday mornings are not as good, but the Friday afternoons are a little bit better. But I know a lot of you guys did well. Whoever didn't make money yesterday or missed out, remember we always tell you, stock market is not going out of business. Don't worry about it. There's new stocks every day to trade. All that should do is get you prepared for the next day, and today's that new day. So let's go out there and do it. And remember, one of the big things I always told everybody, buy one stinking share of a stock, okay? Don't get nervous. If you miss the opportunity, you got to know how to get in and out of it. It's one of the biggest things that we teach you. It's okay to lose money, okay? Because losing money should teach you why you lost it so you don't do it again, but you're not going to know how to stop losing it if you don't get into these positions. So that's a tip of the day I want to give all of you. Everybody, we'll see when the market opens up. We'll start commentating at 9:30 when the market opens up. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back here. We're here every morning at 9 a.m. and at 2:30. And if you ever want to kind of join us, just like us and friend us. And you can always do a trial. Thanks, everybody. Happy trading, and we'll see you then.